Will Taehyung and his current partner will able to remove their block? From my reading, I don't think he has a partner right now. Yeah, I don't think he has a partner. Yeah, and this reading is recent reading, so I'm not gonna pull cards. I don't think he already have a partner. I think he is single and focused on himself, on bettering himself, and also this person whom he have a blockage with is his future spouse. Yeah, so yeah, of course they're gonna made it and remove the block and be together. Yeah. Uh, Once again, I'm gonna explain what is this block about. Yeah, I'm gonna explain that. But you need to pay attention because if you don't pay attention, you're probably not gonna get it, and you're gonna ask again. Yeah, so please pay attention. Okay, to my explanation. All right, let's see. Let's look at the page. We need this. I'm gonna explain this blockage is about. Okay. This is easier for me to explain with court card. Yes, since majority of you are women and girls, I'm gonna use Queen of Cups, and this is your love interest. Yeah, because this is also applicable to everyone. Yeah. Let's say that this is your future spouse, and this is you. Yeah. Okay. Wait. I'm gonna make sure it's in the middle. All right. This is your future spouse, and this is you. Okay. But you're not yet this person. Yeah, you're still here, Paige. You're still this. The person you're meant to be with is a king. Yeah, so you need to be a queen to be with him. If you're with him when you are still a page, he's not gonna take you seriously, and also you're not gonna you will miss the small love gesture that he did for you, that is actually grand gesture of love. Yeah. And that's why this page, it needs to grow up to be this queen so they can be equal. Yeah. So that's why when you are still page and the other personas are yeah, you're still page, eh, the other person doesn't have to be a king. They can be a page too. Yeah, they can be a page too. uh, this shall be cut. Yeah, this shall be blocked. Why? So you're not sabotaging the connection, because if you are page and they are king, means this connection is not equal. Yeah. But also, if you're a page and you meet someone who's also a page, this connection will be immature connection where you're just clawing at each other. Yeah, you're annoying each other, but I mean, like, there's no mature person here. It's not a mature connection. This is immature connection. Yeah, and the result is you probably gonna don't know how to take each other seriously, don't know how to don't know how to appreciate the other. Yeah. Okay, so that's why you need to be equal. And that's why when you're not yet a queen, the universe are gonna block the connection. If this person is already around you, this blockage could be about, like, you cannot see that this person is the one. Yeah. Okay. So what you need to do to be the person that is meant to be with your future spouse, you you grow. Yeah, you grow, you be mature, and you learn how to treat someone right. Yeah. In spirituality, this is about healing. Yeah, about returning to yourself, remember who you are, and so you can finally discern which idea are from my own soul and which ideas are my parents, the norms, yeah, uh, religion, yeah, but not me, yeah. I'm not saying religions are bad, but what's in the religion probably not aligned with your highest good, yeah, and it's normal, okay. So when this page grow to the knights, and the knights finally grow as a queen, she can finally see what this king has been doing is actually a love gesture, and she can appreciate it. Yeah, that's why there's no more block. Yeah, this is the blocking energy that I felt in Taehyung love reading. Yeah, so uh first, first again, I'm gonna yeah, to answer this. Do Taehyung and his current partner will able to remove their block? First, I don't think Taehyung have a current partner. I don't think Taehyung have a partner at this moment. Yeah, but the block within him and other person is when I did the reading with his future spouse. So it's like it feels to me like his future spouse is already within reach, but he cannot see that this person is my future spouse. And I think it's also applicable to his future spouse. The future spouse unable to see that Taehyung is her future spouse. Yeah, why? Because there's blockage. Yeah, because they haven't been this queen or king yet. Maybe they still knight, maybe they still page. Yeah, so they haven't reached to the certain frequency that is needed to be able to recognize each other. Yeah, and this is what the block is about. Yeah, so will they be able to remove the block? Since the reading is about between him and his future spouse, so of course, yes, they will be able to remove their block. Yeah, of course they will finally remove their block, so they're finally able to recognize each other and hopefully get married. Yeah, will they have their happily ever after? One thing for sure is that happily ever after is a I don't think there's some such thing as happily ever after, because life is a cycle, like a wheel of fortune. One day you're at the rock bottom, one day you're at the top, right? One day you're happy, one day you're sad, right? So it's really depends how you define happily ever after. If it's about being happy and never sad or what, I don't think it's realistic. Yeah. Even if you marry that person and live happily, but 30 years later, that person, your future spouse, your spouse, getting accident and leaving this world sooner before you, is that a happy ever after? No, right? Even though the marriage is happy, but it's ended with tragedy like that, it's not happily ever after anymore, right? So, but if you think happily ever after is that both are living this world and meet again in heaven and then be together, probably that's a happily ever after, right? So, what do you mean by happily ever after? If this is about they got married and in the end, maybe,